Hey, Stan Shields here. This is another broadcast of Network Las Vegas and spotlight of our speakers. So today, one of our speakers is going to join us and share some information about him and what he does and what his talk is going to be about today. His name is Michael V. Morrow. So you may know him. However, let's talk just a little bit about Network Las Vegas and who we are, what we're doing. And then we will bring Michael on so that he can introduce us to his topic and tell us more about who he is. Network Las Vegas. If you have not heard of Network Las Vegas, we are a local networking organization based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are looking for other small business owners who want to come out and network with other business owners so that we all get to know each other and maybe do business together, or at least be able to refer business and so forth. Now, if you've not been to our site, the website is networklasvegas.com. And I encourage you to go over to networklasvegas.com, take a look, see what's going on with Network Las Vegas, and come join us for one of our meetings. If right on that page, networklasvegas.com, you will find the list of the meetings that are going on, and you'll be able to click a link right there and register for a meeting and come join us. You will also find on that site a bunch of other networking opportunities. So if you are somebody that likes to network, make sure that you then go there and check out what some of the opportunities are for networking. Now, make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow whatever platform it is that you're watching on. We are broadcasting right now live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And so whichever platform you're on, whatever your preference is, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, bookmark, whatever the thing is that you need to do to find us in the future and come hang out with us. Now, I think I did not say that our regular meetings are normally on the first and third Wednesday of the month at 11:30 a.m. So we're going to have our little meeting this morning, this broadcast this morning, and then we're going to go jump into the regular meeting in just a little bit later. But 11:30 a.m., first and third Wednesday, networklasvegas.com. That's where you can find out more, and that's how you can come and join us for some of our meetings. And let's say good morning to Michael V. Morrow. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Morning, Stan. I'm doing great.
Fantastic. Now, so Michael, this is kind of a fun interview for this morning because Network Las Vegas, it was David, Michael, myself, and Zainab Hamza that were the founding members for Network Las Vegas. And so it's kind of great to have Michael on as one of the speakers today as well. So what's been going on, man? What's happening in your world with regard to networking and all that kind of stuff?
Well, one of the things I've been getting into, I've been in a lot of networking, but I decided to go back and look at some of my self-improvement stuff, some of the stuff I've read, like Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking. The other one is Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within. And yet another one is Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is great for networking.
All classic books. Those are all classic business books that really help people, number one, get your mind right. Number two, just to kind of get you going down the right path, right?
Yeah.
So,
and it's good to review them because there's things that you'll forget or things that you didn't pick up the first time you read it or even the second time.
Oh my gosh. It's like watching a movie, right? I say to people all the time, whether it's a book or whether it's a video, training videos, anything, it doesn't matter. It's like a movie. You watch it the first time and you think, wow, that was a great movie. And then you go back and you watch it the second time and you get more out of it than you got the first time, or you pick up nuggets, things that you missed in it that next time, right? And if you go do it a third time, you're still going to pick up even more, right? Mm-hmm. There are some books that I listen to on audio. I'll listen to them over and over again. I mean, I'll play them and listen to them and get stuff out of them. And then I'll be away from it for a little while, go back to it, and I'll listen to it again. And I'll just get more info every single time. And it's almost always that I say, wow, I didn't even hear that the first time around.
Yeah.
How did I completely miss that?
Yeah, and then you know, when you get away from it for a while and you're not using the concepts you learn, you forget, and then
That's
you
right.
have to go back and remind yourself, and that's why I'm having so much problems.
That's right. So now you are so give everybody kind of your title. What's the work that you do? And I know that you're also pretty involved with Toastmasters, right?
Yeah, I'm a
So,
distinguished Toastmaster. I've been a President's Distinguished Area and Division Director. I'm in 3 clubs, one's an advanced club. So yeah, I'm really big into Toastmasters. But the other thing
hmm
is, I got into freelance copywriting because I studied screenwriting over at UCLA Extension,
oh,
and I wasn't able to use that. You know, I tried to get into the business; it was very difficult. Then when I
hmm
came out here, I was like, I was still working on scripts, but then I lost track as I got involved in a new career in gaming surveillance. And then I
hmm
was like, okay, I had some problems and I needed to go back to my writing. And I found marketing writing and I said, this tells stories as much as screenwriting. And
hmm
you're speaking to a specific audience, which a lot of films try not to do, the same as some ad agencies try not to do. They want a broad audience and all they do is try to entertain people.
hmm hmm
And
So
that's
what?
a big
So
problem.
what are you going to be talking about today in your talk with Network Las Vegas?
I am going to be talking about the self improvement and in the areas that I'm going back to say, okay, what's blocking me from making things happen?
hmm
Why am I not? And it's because when people tend to find what's doing it and find a way out of it, like I did with my dyslexia when I was a kid,
hmm
then everything rushes through. It just comes down like a big rain. So it's
hmm
just a matter of finding out what is it, or if you don't really know what it is, using tools to help you overcome.
hmm hmm Okay, good. So that's what you're going to be going through today then with everybody. Is there any specific thing that you really want to hit or that you are wanting maybe people to walk away with from today's meeting?
Two of the biggest are getting over overwhelm. All right,
Mhm.
because we tend to get ourselves overwhelmed with stuff and we're not
Yes.
focusing on the stuff that we really need to do. And the
Yes.
other one is affirmations. A lot of
Mm.
people don't know about that. It's
Mhm.
questioning your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind reacts to questions, it blocks new activities because it's lazy. It
Mm.
doesn't want to pick up new tasks. So
Mhm.
you end up having to force it to by asking questions in your affirmations. So they become affirmations. And when
Mhm.
you do that, the subconscious mind has to answer that question and it helps you to get to your goal.
Okay. Wow. And so we're not even going to dive into the whole conversation of the subconscious mind versus the conscious mind
Oh
because
no,
that's a whole topic all by
it's
itself,
very deep.
really,
It's very
right?
deep.
That could take us seriously down a rabbit hole with
Yeah.
regard to that. Although I will say, one of my favorite books dealing with the subconscious mind, and you may have heard of this, it's Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind.
Yes, because you introduced that in one of our. I got to get that book too. You introduced it in one of our Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce meetings.
Ah,
I
okay.
remember that. I remember that.
Okay.
Now you've reminded me, and now I can get that on Audible.
There you go. Yeah, it's a great one to have on Audible, right? And if
Yeah.
you go walk or you go on a bike ride or any of that kind of stuff, it's a great one of those to listen to, right? But
Mhm.
see, and Audible, that's another one of those great tools, right? That you brought up right there that a lot of people don't know about or are not using,
Yeah.
right? And we're all, you talked about overwhelm, we're all so pressed for time these days, and quite often we're experiencing that overwhelm, and it's tough to get the time to actually sit down and read a book,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because we're just moving in too many different directions,
Mhm.
and Audible is just one of my favorite tools for being
Yes.
able to do that, right? It's go get a book. And I don't even know how many books I have on Audible because I've been a member for a long time, but it is a great tool to grab and then get that book on there and go and get more education in while you're doing other things.
Oh, especially when you're in a commute or traveling from state to state.
There
That's a
you go.
great time to really use it. And once you get through it, then you go to the end where the summary is, and you write down all of what you need to know. It's just terrific because then you've got it. You not only listened to it, but now you've also documented it, and now you can use it. And the other thing is to react to it, like Tony Robbins is talking about. When he gets the audience to react, you react too, and you're more able to remember what you just went over.
Very good. Good stuff. So perfect. So now let's see. How do people find out more about you? How do they learn more about who Michael Morrow is and what he does?
Just go to my website right there, Michael V. Morrow .now site, and basically look over what I've got there. I've got my menu of what services I'd have. But the other thing is, I mean, I've got other marketing platforms and stuff too that I work on, but I'm on Facebook. Just find me there. And I go by Casino Mike because that's my handle because I work in a casino and I've worked in one for quite a while. But the big thing is, I've got things there that I can help you with. I can help you talk to your audience. That's my big thing is saying, hey, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. You need to have that targeted audience. You need to have that avatar that you're talking to, just like you're talking to one person.
Exactly. And that is one of the hardest things for people to really wrap their heads around, especially new small business owners, right? It's tough to say, well, I'm going to zero in on this group of people and talk to these people, mainly because we feel like if we say we're only talking to these people, we've shut out everybody else.
That's what a lot of people think.
But the reality is not really that, right? It's you if you zero in, you will get what you've said right there is that you'll have better messaging and better clarity who the people are that you're talking to, but you'll still get lots of others from the peripheral as well.
Oh yeah, because if you have rapport with one audience, it's going to attract other people who say, hey, you got to go check this person out. You got to check this product out. That's the only way you're going to get referrals is to have a following in the first place.
So very good. All right. So your info is scrolling across the bottom. So people will be able to email you, or if they go to michaelvmorrow.now.site, then they get they'll have your website info right there, and they'll be able to connect with you that way. So perfect. Great. Well, I am looking forward to the presentation today, and we'll end this with just another little commercial for Network Las Vegas. This again, Network Las Vegas is, and let's go ahead and put that there so that people get it. Networklasvegas.com is where you can get the additional information about Network Las Vegas. You'll be able to register for any of the upcoming events, whether it is our regular meetings on the first and third Wednesday or our new, we say new because the pandemic has kind of changed the way things happen, right? But we do an in-person event. The next one, I believe, is scheduled for November 30th, but you'll see it on the site if you go to the site. So go to Network Las Vegas, check it out, and come hang out with us and see if it's a good fit for you. And we'd love to have you join us. So, all right, that's it for today. Then we will see you next time. Thanks.